weddings, divorce, baby showers, funerals, second lines, graduations. Floral de Lis LLC. They have flowers for all occasions. Looking for licensed floral designer? Kevin Crindle. Hit him up. 504-400-3010. Let him help you make your visions come to life. 504-400-3010. I'ma say it again. 504-400-3010. Floral de Lis LLC. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Big T, and listen, we have a special guest that's in the building with us on today. The author of There's a Creature in My Belly. We have Mr. Jared Green in the building on today. How you doing on today, man?
Doing excellent. I'm feeling good.
That's awesome, man. So introduce yourself to the people that's tuning in right now.
Well, my name is Jared Green. I'm from the Lower Ninth Ward here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I wrote this children's book, There's a Creature in My Belly. I think I've been involved in the community at least since about 5 years old. Volunteering, doing different things here and there. I've always been a creative writer, and along my journey, just like many of us, I think that I forgot who I was and what it is that I really love to do. And at some point last June, God gave me my direction. So here I am today.
Now, man, you're very young writing this book, man. You're only 12 years old.
Right.
You're only 12 years old.
12 plus 12.
So, man, what made you want to write this book? Where did you get this idea from? This title, There's a Creature in My Belly, because this is really sticking out to me right now.
Well, and it's funny because that was almost the point. You said sticking out to you. I think that over the last 9 years of my life, just like a woman gives birth over a course of 9 months, this is the baby that I was working on and carrying in my spirit. And so you say sticking out, so I think of the belly that sticks out.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you say that. But a lot of people purposely actually would think that this is a book about pregnancy or babies, and in the sense it's actually not. It's about the greatness on the inside of every single one of us. So I use that word creature to purposely stand out so it can get people asking questions as to what that creature actually is. And I'm not going to lie, at first it wasn't creature. I'm not going to name the other few titles that came right before this one, before I landed on this one. But that's when I realized, I said, okay, yeah, this is the one. And so I have a son named Jace. He just turned 4 years old on September the 18th. So shout out to my son Jace, who this book is actually dedicated to. And upon writing this book, I actually wanted to kill myself. I wanted to take myself off of this earth because I felt like I was a disappointment to a lot of people. I didn't realize how many issues I was dealing with mentally and how much I had festered many of these life situations that I go through. Not saying that it's not normal to go through, but I didn't even realize that my mind can even go to that place.
Right.
So I cried out and I told God that he left me, he played me, that he had deserted me, and that, he essentially told me I played myself.
Right.
And he said, I already gave you everything you need is on the inside of you. Right. I was measuring my success on other people's rulers and not on the one that he actually had measured out for me. So,
man, wow, that's amazing. Because, man, actually we have something in common when it comes to that. Because a few years ago, like I always tell people, my mom had her first stroke a few years ago, and she just had another one 2 months ago, man. So, like, my mom is still actually in rehab. But the first one, I went through depression, deep depression, man. I was getting ready to run my car in front of an 18-wheeler on the interstate. Was about to run it into a tree on several occasions. And, you know, man, I just had to keep fighting. I had to keep telling myself, man, if I do that, who's going to be there for my mother? Right. You know, and so now that she's going through this now, man, that experience that I had before, I had to go back to that and remember, man, God brought me through that, through the last thing. Right. He's going to bring me through this also. Right. So that's what's helping me maintain right now, man. And a lot of people, they need to hear your testimony, because there's a lot of people that's out there right now that's our age. I'm 27, you're 24, correct? Man, there's a lot of young people that's out there that's trying to jumpstart their career, and they're going through many different things, and not even just young folks, but older people. They're going through a lot of different things also in their minds, man.
And forget that they're on a journey. It's when you've been on it for a little while, you're walking in the cloud and everything looks the same.
Right.
But when you realize growing up, you used to play video games, the beginning of the next level looks similar to the beginning of the last level.
Wow.
But you can't forget that you're still leveled up. The
wow,
that
man.
you're dealing with just is the same problems you usually deal with.
Wow, man, that's deep. Say that one more time.
I can't. I'm sorry. It comes out all the time sometimes.
Come on.
I feel you. I understand. So man. So
I tried it. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not coming back right now.
So man, who are some people that you look up to? You know, when you was writing this book, who are some motivational speakers or authors that you look up to when it comes to writing?
Oh man, writing. Man, I hate to say it this way, man, but I honestly just don't look up to anybody but God, because he's the only person that was there for me. So I can name a few writers. I can name a few people I came across after writing the book that, you know, I would say that they did very well. And even if their book didn't necessarily do that well, I see the book in a brighter light, and what they were able to do. So, I mean, I wasn't thinking of a necessarily you know what I actually would say. That at the time I was writing that book, I was listening to a lot of Martin Luther King Jr. speeches at the time, and that, you know, because I'm a dreamer myself, and that's actually my brand, Jared the Dreamer, and so I really look up to him, and I look at some of those speeches that people don't normally listen to, so none of the more popular ones, but my favorite actually is the one where he speaks about the drum major instinct, and he speaks about how everyone wants to be in front, and that there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to be a leader, and that there's nothing wrong with that. It's the drum major instinct that essentially that's that ambition that you can't teach.
Right.
But we shouldn't necessarily want to be in front so bad that we step on our brothers and sisters.
Absolutely.
So when I thought about that and what I was looking at, I mean, in that sense, when I had those mental thoughts for me, I saw a video that kind of summed up how I was really feeling.
Right.
And it was a young man who actually jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, and he was one out of 14 people who survived that jump. And you got to keep in mind that's at least about 20,000 people that have made this jump. There are only 14 people who survived. There's accounts of all of these people. One of the things that he said he instantly regretted it when his hand left the rail. So if all 14 people said that they instantly regretted it as soon as they did it, imagine how the other 20,000 people felt.
Right.
Yeah.
And imagine how our black brothers and sisters, who we don't even acknowledge mental health issues, actually feel. And so I realized that as strong as we are mentally, to not do certain things, we're strong enough to actually make things happen.
Wow.
In that sense.
That's right.
So it has to be a God interference in our thought process in those moments to stop us from doing that. So, I mean, I can only look up in that sense to God. And I guess Martin Luther King's up there too, so so I'll be hollering at him sometimes too.
Man, yeah, and of course, man, God is number one, you know, when it comes to this, because the name of this radio station is Soul Saving Radio. So, of course, God is number one with this station. But if it's somebody that I do have to look up to, it's a few people actually. Number one is my pastor, Bishop Dale Brister. That's number one who I look up to, because of what he had to go through after Katrina. That's what actually helped me mentally prepare myself with business and everything, because of the different obstacles that came in his way to try to stop him from getting back into our church. Somebody else that I listen to is Steve Harvey, you know, because he's in radio and TV. I'm in radio and TV, so that's some people who I listen to. And then I also listen to the Les Browns and the Eric Thomas, because
I like Eric Thomas.
Yeah, man,
That's the hip hop preacher.
the hip hop man. To be honest, bro, every time I listen to that dude, man, I get a deal.
Yeah,
Like, for real, I get a new sponsor every single time I listen to this dude. Cause man, he gets you hyped, he gets you motivated, man.
I like to thank God it's Monday. Post.
Yeah. And Les Brown, man, he always say it's possible. You know, to achieve anything that you want to achieve, it's possible. A lot of times, as Steve Harvey said, a lot of people are afraid to jump because they don't know what's going to actually happen, and that's the reason why a lot of people are afraid to do anything in life, because they are afraid that they're going to fail at different things. But like I have even on one of my computers, man, you have to fail in order to succeed.
And I mean, it's natural, because jumping off a cliff, it looks very scary. You're gonna
Yeah.
hit the rocks, you're gonna hit your head. I mean, but you got to know that at the end you win. So
Right.
you fly before you fall, and knowing that in itself at least allows me to jump off that cliff very easily every single time.
Man, so how can people reach out to you? How can they purchase this book? Is it online? How can they? Do you have an ebook?
I do not have an ebook just yet. I really value physical copies actually right now, and I know the world's going into the ebook phase.
Right.
But I want to be able to get my book into your hands, and so it's available online on Amazon website, Barnes and Noble website, and pretty soon it'll be available on www.jaredthedreamer.com, which is already up and running. The Dream Shop is actually what is being built right now, and you'll get your dream gear, so you'll be able to buy the book, but along with other dream products too as well: mugs, notebooks, pens, cups, t-shirts, hats, anything that you could really think of, because I want to inspire a new generation of dreamers.
Man, so like we was talking on yesterday along with our good friend Mr. Strother, Smooth Stone Davis, big shout out to him. We were saying that, man, we're not just entrepreneurs, but we are businessmen, young businessmen.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of times, man, you know, of course we have to listen to the wisdom of our elders, man. We cannot allow what other people think of us, because, man, listen, we could be out there selling drugs, you know, we could be doing whatever, you know, but we decided to do something positive that can actually change our community. So like as we stated in the last interview, man, by you writing this book, by me starting this network, man, we're actually able to give jobs to people. We're actually able to change a generation. So man, once again, put your contact information out there for people to reach you.
Okay, my email is going to be creatureinmybelly@gmail.com. Again, that website is www.jaredthedreamer.com. You can also purchase my book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble's websites.
Man, so listen, this is what I want you to do right now. Look into the camera, and I need you also to talk to everybody that's listening live on radio right now and give them an inspirational word.
On the spot. Okay. All right. Well, I would say to anybody who's listening and watching right now that, you know, a big reason why a lot of us don't jump off the cliff is because there's a mattress at the bottom. Now, I don't suggest that anybody quit their job, or I don't suggest that anybody necessarily do anything drastic. But I ask that you stop trying to be God and give God a chance to be God.
No.
And remove that mattress from the bottom of your cliff and trust that you will fly before you fall.
Wow, man, that's amazing coming from
And I
Twitter.
can't believe that either.
That's why I didn't even try to ask. But man, how can they find you on social media? What's
my Instagram is j.r._green. My Twitter is jrgreen_, and then my Facebook, you can look me up at Jared the Dreamer, and you'll find me.
Man, so listen, make sure you guys go out and get your copy. I have my copy, you guys, just to let you guys know. I support black business. As soon as he asked, I did it. So make sure you guys support. Yeah, man, we have.
I'm Tyrone Van Buren, licensed massage therapist and owner of the Agape Touch Mobile Massage. A lot of people think that massage is expensive, it's out of their reach, or they think they don't need it. But the truth is, massage is a way that you can improve your quality of life. Lowers your blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, stress relief, anxiety relief, pain management, whatever you can think of, massage can do it. And guess what? I'm a mobile massage therapist, so that means wherever you are, in your home, your office, your hotel, I can come to you. So you can look me up, www.agapetouch.org, or you can call me at 504-355-1621. Live your best life.
Looking for fresh food and fresh meat? Well, stop by the Circle Food store where the prices can't be beat. 1522 St. Bernard. 1522 St. Bernard in New Orleans, LA, baby. We survived the storm.
Hi, this is Kevin with Big Dog Movers, where we're putting you first and getting your move done right. If you ever need a mover, please call 504-464-7025. Thanks, Kevin.